Hey there. Welcome back to the Path to Better A1C podcast. I am Jenny Pena, your blood sugar strategist and board certified health and wellness coach. And each week, I am here to share simple science backed strategies to help you lower your A1C, prevent diabetes, regain your energy, and feel more confident while making all these food and lifestyle choices. Now, last week, we talked a little bit about the fiber gap, right? Like how most Americans are only getting about 15 grams of fiber per day, when the goal should be closer to 25, between 25 to 40 a day. And that is a big gap. And it is affecting our health in major ways. Now, today, I wanted to dive a bit deeper into the connection between fiber and inflammation and why this is such an important piece if you're dealing with diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, blood sugar challenges, or even just trying to feel better day to day and weight loss. Now, before we get started, I want to give you a quick reminder that registration for my 8-week full plate living program is open. We're scheduled to start on Friday, October 3rd at noon, live sessions, and I will share more details at the end of the episode. But if you're looking for support and eating in a way that will lower your blood sugar, boost your energy, and increase your fiber intake, this program is for you. Now, what is inflammation? Let's start with the basics. Inflammation is your body's natural defense system. Short term inflammation is helpful. It's like healing a cut or fighting a cold. But when that response doesn't turn off, you get chronic low grade inflammation. Think of it like a fire that keeps smoldering in the background. Over time, it damages tissues and increases your risk of conditions like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, or even some cancers. Now, doctors often measure this inflammation with a blood test that is called CRP, and it stands for C reactive protein. Now, the higher CRP levels are, it's typically an indicator that something is happening. And I can say that with people with obesity and prediabetes, they tend to be on the higher end. And I'm going to include myself in it because for the longest time, those CRP levels were elevated. It took a while for me after being very consistent and adjusting different things to actually see that get a bit lower. Now, let's talk about how inflammation connects to prediabetes. Now, here's where it gets like a bit serious. We're talking about inflammation. It's a natural reaction of your body. However, chronic inflammation interferes with insulin, the hormone that helps move sugar from your blood into your cells. Now, when inflammation is high, your cells stop listening to insulin, and that is insulin resistance. So the sugar stays in your bloodstream for too long. Your pancreas is working harder to get that blood sugar leveled. And over time, this can actually lead to type 2 diabetes. So research shows that people with higher CRP levels, they also more likely to actually progress from prediabetes to diabetes. So that's why this is so important. Now, how fiber helps. Here's the good news, right? Like fiber will help calm that fire. It will help. So, first, soluble fiber, right? Like the soluble fiber slows down how quickly carbs hit your bloodstream. That means no more roller coaster blood sugar spikes after meals. The second advantage is that fiber feeds your gut bacteria. When those bacteria are happy, they produce compounds like butyrate that which is a short chain fatty acids that lower inflammation and improve your insulin sensitivity. So you see the whole connection? Now, the third element to consider is that fiber supports weight management, especially reducing visceral fat. Now, what is visceral fat? It's like that belly fat, that fat that is around your organs. and typically drives that inflammation up. Now, big population studies like the Nurses' Health Study show that people who eat the most fiber have about 20 to 30% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And the higher fiber diets are directly linked with lower CRP levels. So here's your quick tip. If you want an easy fiber win today, add half a cup of beans to your lunch. That's about 7-8 grams of fiber in one simple swap. Think about one way of adding fiber. Now, let's talk about other anti inflammatory foods, right? Like we're talking about fiber. And I know that a lot of people may say, oh, well, beans don't really sit well with me. But there are many other choices that you can pick to add fiber into your diet. But fiber isn't working alone here. There are other anti inflammatory foods. So include colorful fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, fatty fish like salmon, olive oil, and spices like turmeric and ginger. They're all proven to help and have those anti inflammatory properties. But put this together with fiber, and I'm telling you, you are going to be creating a plate that fights inflammation and also balances your blood sugar while supporting your long term health. Now, here's your, like I always like to do, here's your practical takeaway. Take this takeaway this week. Try to add just 5 grams of fiber a day to whatever you're eating now without changing anything else. And that could be just as simple as adding an apple with the skin, a serving of beans or lentils, or maybe putting a couple of tablespoons of chia seeds in your smoothie. As simple as that. And if you're working with your doctor, ask about those labs. Ask about the CRP levels, along with your A1C and your cholesterol levels. These will give you a bigger picture of how inflammation and blood sugar are connected, and you will get that advice from your practitioner as to how to proceed and how to monitor it. Now, before we wrap up, let me tell you a little bit more about the Full Plate Living 8-week program because it's designed to help you put these strategies into action. And it is just $197. 8 sessions, which are all live on Fridays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You'll get electronic materials included for each module. And if you prefer a physical workbook, it is actually available on Amazon. Now, don't forget that there is an orientation session that I am going to have on YouTube Premiere. It's going to be a pre recorded session, but I'm going to be there in the chat to answer all the questions that you may have. And I will walk you through the science behind the program, what to expect, and show you how simple it is to just get started. So if you want more details, I will definitely put the link in bio. You can send me an email, hello@jennypena.com. But I will put all the links to my YouTube and the link for the landing page so that you can see the details of the program. So that is it for today. Remember, inflammation is one of those hidden drivers of prediabetes, and fiber is one of the best tools that you can have at your disposal to calm it down. So, thank you so much for joining me. If this episode was helpful, share it with a friend, leave a quick review, rate this podcast. It really helps more people find the podcast. And don't miss next week's episode, where I am going to be talking about fiber and your gut health. Yes, we are going there. Until then, keep adding those small fiber upgrades, and your body will thank you. Until the next one, bye.